welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. Today I have a haul video for you guys. I got a number of books as well as some coloring supplies, and I wanted to go ahead and show those to you. I know it's been a few days since I actually put up a video, and I will apologize for that. We've had quite a lot going on over the past week or so, and it's, you know, real life stuff happening and things that I didn't foresee. We had quite a change in our life, which I won't go into too much, but I'll talk a little bit about that in another video, in more of a Color and Gab video. But before we get to the haul, I did want to go ahead and make a little announcement. As you guys know, we are in the middle of a color along featuring the artwork of Manera, who is a beautifully talented artist who does many wonderful coloring books for us. And so for the whole month of May, I was doing this color along for featuring her artwork. And because things happened last week, because my whole week was basically shot due to these unforeseen events, I'm going to extend this color along for another 2 weeks. So instead of having it end at the end of May, we're going to keep it going until June 15th. So the color along is officially still on, and it's going to be extended for another 2 weeks just because my life kind of snowballed a little bit, and we had just so much going on that I just could not devote the time to it that I should have normally would have been able to devote to it last week. So yeah, just know that this color along is going to be extended, and so that's going to end on June 15th rather than May 31st. All right, so let's go ahead and get on with the haul. So first of all, I wanted to show you guys that I got this Canson mixed media paper, and I got this because I'm going to be taking a class with Manera, and so one of the items that she talked about that maybe we should pick up is one of these Canson mixed media papers, or sketchbooks or whatever. And so it's just got white paper in it, and it's a mixed media paper. And so this, I guess, is really good for drawing. It's a sketchbook, it's spiral bound. And so for her class, I think we're going to be needing this. So I went ahead and picked one up of those. Okay, so I'm going to show you the books first, and then I'll get into the actual materials. Okay, so put that there for a minute. All right, so first of all, I have Dreaminglings 2 by Edwina McNamee. Now I got the original Dreaminglings, and so this went on sale for about $4, and so I couldn't pass up that sale, so I decided to go ahead and pick this up. I'll show you a few of the pages in it. It is on Create Space paper, and it's quite a bit like her first one. I'll just show you a few of the pages in it. I won't do a whole flip through of this book or anything, but we'll just show a few of the pages in it. So that is Dreaminglings 2. Okay, next we have United States Patchwork patterns, and I kind of got into, and this is from Dover Publications, and I kind of got into, I like quilts, and I really like quilts, and I've always wanted to try my hand at making one, but I can't sew worth a darn, so, and I'd seen another quilt, a coloring book featuring quilts, and so I kind of got onto the quilt bandwagon. You know me, once I get a coloring book with a certain theme, I have to get several of them with that same theme. So this is United States Patchwork Patterns. Okay, this is by Dover Publications, and it's a thicker book than what Dover usually makes. It's a lot thicker than you will see from many Dover books. But let's go ahead and show you a few of the pages in here. And these actually, I think, are okay. It's double-sided. Okay, this is double-sided like many Dover books are. And so you will see on the bottom that it does have the state that it represents below it. And I think it's thicker because it's got to represent all 50 states. So that's pretty cool. So this is going to be interesting to color in. I would just use pencils in this book because being that it is double-sided, your other stuff could bleed through. So I would be really, really careful about that. So here's a few pages in this Patchwork Patterns coloring book. United States Patchwork Patterns by Dover Publications. Now, one thing I didn't say at the beginning of the video is I am an Amazon affiliate, so I will leave links to the books in the description section of each of the books that I got. They all came from Amazon, and yeah, they all came from Amazon, so I'll leave links in the description section, and I am an Amazon affiliate, so if you click on any of the links and decide to purchase anything through any of the links that I provide, I get a tiny little commission back, and that just goes back in to help support the channel. I've also got an Amazon influencer store, so these books will be added to that. It's something that I add to regularly. And so it's just a smattering of items that I like, that I would recommend people getting. And it's a lot of it's coloring related, but there's some other things that I've added in there too. So if you want to shop for something specific, you can go there. You can also click on the link to take you to that specific item page and shop that way. So there's lots of different ways that we can go about this. Okay, so next we have coloring books for grown-ups. This is Grandma's Quilts, and this one is by Cheryl Casey. Okay, and we'll show you a few of the pages in this one. So like I said, once I kind of get a book from a certain subject or theme, I end up with several different ones because you know me, I can't just stop at one. So here is, it's got like different descriptive words underneath it, like what the pattern and everything is called. And the designs are single-sided, but if you look on the left-hand side of the page, there's like a motif, kind of like a little faded, sort of a really light lined motif that you could color if you wanted to. It kind of reminds me of the books, the Color Me Calm and the Color Me to Sleep and the Color Me Fearless by Angela Porter, where they have on the left hand side the light, the real faint motif that you could color there. So here's a few pages in this one. All right, next we have Quilts, Barns, and Buggies, and this is an Amish Quilts and Proverbs coloring book. This is by Julianne St. Clair, and I saw this book on the Bibliophile Colors channel, the Bibliophile Colors channel. Boy, what a tongue twister. And this is kind of what got me, this is what sort of got me into getting the coloring books that have to do with quilts, is because I seen this on his channel. He did a flip through and I thought this was really pretty. So I got this one along with all of the other quilt books that I'm showing you guys. So I'll show you a few of the pages in this one. Now, a couple of things that I noticed right off the bat, especially when I was watching the flip through, is it is double-sided and it is perforated. So if you're gonna frame it, like if they're gonna do for perforated pages, they should have just left everything single-sided, in my opinion, because if you're gonna take it out of the book and frame it, you're gonna end up losing whatever side of the page that is gonna be facing the framing material, not the side that's gonna be facing out toward the room. So that, I don't think that was well thought out. I mean, to me, if you're going to do perforated pages, make it single-sided pages, because you're going to end up losing a lot of it. But for myself, I'm probably just going to keep it in the book anyway. And if I do take it out, then it'll go into sheet protectors. So there's a few of the pages in that book. All right, next we have Barn Quilts. And this one is by Marion Parsons. And this one was one that kind of came recommended as I was looking at the other book that I just showed. So I decided to pick this one up. I thought it was really pretty. And now these are single-sided pages. They're not quite as detailed as some of the others that we have seen. Some of them are, but some of them are quite what am I trying to say? I don't want to say simple, but they got bigger areas to color in, so that's kind of right up my speed with doing some stuff on camera, so we can think about that. Now this one has some pretty decent paper, which is nice. The previous book I showed you also had really good paper too. But this one's got some pretty decent paper, and so I can see myself coloring in this one a lot. Alright, so I think we are done with the, oh, we got one more quilt book. This is from Creative Haven. This is Patchwork Quilt Designs coloring book. And this is from Creative Haven. Let's see, who was the one that drew this one? This is by Carol Schmidt. And again, this is Creative Haven, as we can see. So we'll do, I'm not going to do a complete flip through, but we'll show you a few of the pages. So I think this is my last quilting book, or quilt book. So again, some more complicated ones, some more ones with bigger squares in them to color. So these are going to be a lot of fun to do, I think. Something that I could, I think, easily color with you guys on camera. Very nice. Okay. So there's a few pages in this one. Oh, and then on the back cover, I will show you this one. On this cover, as well as the front cover, they all do give you some inspiration. So here is how they colored in one of the pictures in the book, and then here is another one of the quilts right there too. Okay. So moving onward, we have Big Kids Coloring Book, Fairy Houses and Fairy Doors by Dawn Boyer, PhD. And I wasn't able to get this because of Manera. She was coloring in this one some time back, and I thought this was super cute. And you guys know that I love fairies anyway, so I thought this was super cute with, you know, with their little houses and their doors and stuff. And so in here she talks about fine art coloring mandala books for color theory. Okay, so she's kind of talking about like color tips and stuff there, color theory, all that kind of stuff. So this is done on Create Space paper. It's single-sided pages. There's a description of each of the designs underneath there, just a little blurb right there. So this is, there's like 4 different volumes of this, I think, and this is kind of grayscale-ish kind of thing. You can see a lot of sort of grayscale-ish parts in it. So here's a few pages in the Fairy Houses and Fairy Doors coloring book. I thought this was super cute. Had to go ahead and pick this one up. Okay, so then next we have the Big Kids Coloring Book, Fairy Houses and Fairy Doors, Volume 2 by Dawn Boyer, PhD. So this just continues in the series. This is Volume 2. And again, this is done on Create Space paper. So just a little bit about the book. Kind of talks about coloring, and there's quite a lot in here about coloring and how it takes away stress and the benefits and everything of it. So there's quite a lot in here that you can read about what she says about coloring. Okay. And she does have a few little pictures in there that you can practice on, it looks like. Okay, so here is, and it looks like there's a couple of things in here that's double-sided, but most of this I think is going to be single-sided, so this is pretty cool. So just, you know, a continuation of what we had looked at before. Okay. So here's just a few of the pages in Volume 2. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cute? How cute is that? I mean, that is really cute. So here's the back of the book. All right, so continuing on in this series, we have Big Kids Coloring Book, Fairy Houses and Fairy Doors, Volume 3 by Dawn Boyer, PhD. So again, we're continuing on in this series. Again, she's talking about coloring. All right. So it seems like some of these get a little bit more difficult as you continue on in the series. But my gosh, I mean, how pretty are these? These are just so stinking cute. These are really, really, really cute. Very, very, very cute. All right, so here's a few pages in that one. And then the last one in this series is Big Kids Coloring Book, Fairy Houses and Fairy Doors, Volume 4 by Dawn Boyer, PhD. And these books are pretty thick, you know, I mean, look at how thick that is. So you will have quite a lot to color. And again, we are just continuing on in this series. I don't know if a part 5 is going to be coming along, but in here we have more of the same stuff that she's had in her other book as far as introduction goes and stuff. So more of a continuation of this series. So super cute, super cute stuff. Very nice. All right, so that's the end of that series. I got a couple more books to show you guys. So the next book I have is another one from Manera. This is her newest one. This is called Paisley's Bubbles. And this one is kind of dedicated to her dog Paisley, about things that, you know, she thinks Paisley sees, and she kind of puts them inside like a bubble, because I guess Paisley likes bubbles. So on the back of the book, it just it says Paisley's Bubbles Coloring Book for Everyone. I have to get my glasses on so I can read this cursive writing. But she just kind of talks about like what the book is, and it's pretty much, you know, like what I said, it's things that Paisley would see like inside these bubbles that she loves. And so it's just different things. And so there's two, this book is really thick. Let me just show you how thick this book is. I also got the PDF version of this too. Okay, so, but I did go ahead and get the hard copy because I thought it was just such a super cool idea. So in this book, there's 2 of each design, and the first part of it here, now she's got like little smaller images of, I think, what you're gonna see in the book. Really, really tiny. So like I said, she's got 2 of each of the images in here, and the first half I think is in the bubble format. Like it's got the, you're gonna see that it's got the bubbles kind of surrounding the bigger circular bubble right there. But then you're also going to see pages of the same design where it does not have the bubbles. So you can have the page with or without the bubbles. Like everything is still in the circular thing here, but you're going to see some of the pages with bubbles like there, and then you're going to see some of the pages without the bubbles. So here's a few pages in this one. And I think this book is super cute. I think it's different than anything she's drawn before. But I think it's super cute. It really is. It's really, really super cute, and I'm gonna enjoy coloring in this one. I'll color something out of this one for our color along too, I'm sure. Okay. So our last book that we are going to look at before we get into the supplies is, this one is called People of Walmart Adult Coloring Book, and this is by Rolling Back Dignity. No, that's not the author, but it says Rolling Back Dignity on the front. So here is what it looks like on the front. Now, I got this book because of Katrina. Because of Katrina Belgum. She made me get this book. She told me about it when we were on the phone the other day, and she was just talking about how silly it was. And it says on the back, it says color the creatures of Walmart, and it says, from the wildly popular website peopleofwalmart.com, adult coloring just got weirder, a lot weirder. Get ready for 37 single-sided high-quality images of the most fun, hilarious, and outrageous people of Walmart. This is truly the most interesting adult coloring book on the planet. Have fun, adult coloring will never be the same. And then here is what the back of it looks like. But I got this because of Katrina Belgum. She made me get this, and it's funny because she loves it when I say I'm a pencil hoe. She just cracks up. And so she wants to be a pencil hoe just like me. So anyway, she told me about this book, and I had to get it. So Katrina, this is your fault. you made me do it. This is your fault. So I'll just show you guys a few of the pages, but this is so freaking funny. I mean, this is hilarious. This is right up there with unicorns are jerks. This is right up there with unicorns are jerks. So here are a few of the pages in this book. So if you want to see a flip through of any of these books, just let me know, and I'll try to get that at the top of the list so we can do flip throughs. It's actually been a while, I think, since I've done an actual flip through, so I need to get back into doing that. So let me know if there's anything that you want to look at closer, and we will take care of that. All right, so the last few things that I'm going to show you guys are coloring supplies. So I picked up this 24 pack of Pelikan color pencils, and the name kind of intrigued me a little bit. Now that it's a 24 set of pencils. Whoops. It's a 24 set of pencils from the company Pelikan. And the name intrigued me. Now, this company makes beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fountain pens, which I love, love, love Pelikan fountain pens. And they're a very important part of my collection is my Pelikan fountain pens. And so as I was browsing on Amazon, I had seen, you know, some time back that they had watercolors. Now, they are not, the watercolors that they have are not artist quality. You know, they are what you call a student grade. And so they have two different versions. They have an opaque watercolor, which, you know, kind of reminds me more of gouache. And then they have a translucent watercolor, transparent, or whatever you want to call it. I don't have the transparent one. I did a while back ago get the opaque ones, which resemble gouache in my opinion, and they're okay. It lays the color down very nicely. You just have to really work with them, and you have to really wet the crap out of them, and after they dry it kind of has like a little chalky feeling. So anyway, when as I was looking at Amazon the other day, and I'd seen the watercolors come up, and so then as I saw the watercolors come up, I saw these pencils. So I thought, well, you know, they weren't that much money, and they had a coupon for, I think, like $2 off or something like that. So these pencils cost me like $8 to get. And so let me just pull one of these out to show you guys. So it does not have any writing on it except for Pelikan. Whoops. It doesn't have any writing on it except for Pelikan, okay? And it's a triangular shape, kind of like the Studlers. And so here is what the point looks like. It's a very, very, very lightweight colored pencil. So I'm thinking that it's going to be more of a student grade pencil, but you know, that's kind of what I expected. I don't know how good they are. I've not tried them. We'll experiment with them and see how they work. I am told that they actually work quite nicely on Create Space papers, so we will put that to the test. And I'll do a Pencil Mania review on them. We'll swatch them out and stuff, and we'll see how they go. So these are the Pelikan 25 pencil set. Now I think they do make a 36 set, but I didn't get those, and although I wanted to, I was not going to pay $10 for extra shipping. You know, not when the pencils were like, I think 15 or something like that. The 36 was like maybe 10 or 15, something like that. So I decided that I was not going to pay $10 for shipping on a $15 product. So I would just be happy with the 25 color set and just go through Amazon Prime for those. So here are the 25 Pelikan color pencil set, and we'll try those out and see how they work for us. All right, next I got this pencil roll with some pencils in it. Now this is the Amezerock watercolor pencils, and I just wanted to make sure I had this in frame. So this is the Pelikan pencils right there. So, all right, so these are the Amezerock watercolor pencils, and I got these because of Manera. She told me to get these. Well, I mean, she didn't come right out and say, Sharon, get these pencils, but you know, she said that she really likes them a lot, and you know, she said that she would definitely recommend them. So it comes unsnapped, and then the roll, it rolls out like this. Oops. It comes out like this, and then it has 36 pencils in here. Let me I forget. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 36 pencils in here. So I was right. I couldn't remember how many there were, but there are 36 pencils in here, and it is a watercolor pencil, and it is held in this pencil roll. So let me just take one out and we will take a look at it. It is hexagonal shaped. Can we see that? It is hexagonal shaped. Okay. And it feels like a very lightweight pencil. And so it has Amezerock, and I'm trying to see if it has any names on it. I will have to get my, I'm going to have to get my glasses or magnifier out to see if they have color names on them. Amezerock pencils. Yeah, I'll have to look to see if they have names on them. I can't really tell. But anyway, here is what they look like. And I am told by Manera that these are very nice watercolor pencils. So we're going to put them to the test as well. So let me go ahead and close this up. So as you can see, the pencil hoe strikes again. The pencil hoe strikes again. Oh, you know me, because I just can't. I just can't resist. I just can't resist my pencils. So, and then the case here says Amezerock on this part here. Can you guys see that? It says Amezerock. Okay, so we'll put those to the test and we'll see how those work. All right, last but not least is I got this set of markers, and it is from. It's a 24 dual tip water-based brush tip marker, and it is from Magsbud. We're going to take each one of these out and we will look at these. Now, I was sent these by the company for review, so I will be testing these out, and in order to get these sent to me, I have to write a review up on Amazon. So I will do that, plus we'll feature them in a video. But they come in these little tubes, and it says Magsbud. That's the company, Magsbud. I think I said Magsbox or something like that, but it's Magsbud. And these came from Amazon, and again, these were sent to me by the company. So the lids pop off, and let me show you what the marker looks like. Okay, now these markers they don't have names of the colors on them, but you can see that here is one of the yellow ones, and it is a dual-ended marker. So you have, oh, can we see that? We have this kind of tip right there. And these are water-based markers. These are not alcohol. These are water-based markers. So I'm going to test these out and we'll see how those work. So this is a more of a thinner tip right there, as we can see. So that's what one of the markers looks like. Now I will put this back, and I'll just show you. We'll open up each tube and I'll show you the lids of what the colors are. And I haven't swatched them or really tested them out yet. I got these, I want to say I got them about a week and a half ago, but with everything that's been happening lately, I just haven't had the chance to test them out or color with them yet. So here is what one of the tubes looks like. There are 3 tubes in here, and there are 3 tubes in here, and I'll show you the other 2. But it did come in this nice little plastic drawstring bag, and these lids can be a little pain in the butt. Okay, so here is the second tube, and this says 24 colors. It says dual tip markers, and I think there's like 72, I think, in all. So there's like 24, I think, in each container. And here is what this container looks like. Here are the colors that you'll see in here. Whoops. Can we see that? There's those colors. Okay. Okay, and then here is the third set. And again, it says 24 colors, perfect for coloring, doodling, hand lettering, and more. Okay. And then we have some darker colors right there. Okay. So I will swatch these out and test them and color with them a little bit and just kind of see how I like them, and I will write up my little review on them. Okay. So that is everything I got from Amazon this time out. Most of it I purchased except for the markers, which came to me from the company and in exchange for a review on Amazon, which I will do. We'll be looking at these in a video. So I got those. Got the Amezerock pencils, watercolor pencils, thanks to Manera. Okay. And then, just to recap, put that there, just to recap, here are the Pelikan pencils. And then all of the books I got. So, People of Walmart, Paisley's Bubbles, the Fairy Houses and Fairy Doors series. Just to recap, we have the Patchwork quilts, we have the barn quilts, we have the quilts, barns and buggies or whatever it is. We have the Grandma's quilts, we have the United States patchwork patterns, we've got the Dreaminglings 2, and then we've got the Canson mixed media sketchbook. So I hope you guys enjoyed this haul. It's quite a substantial one. I hope you guys enjoyed this haul, and if you want to see any of the other things up close, as far as like any flip throughs or anything, just let me know and I will try to get that to the top of the list. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you want to see more videos like this, but you must hit that notification bell because otherwise you will miss out on new material that is uploaded. Go ahead and leave a comment and tell me what you think. Hit that like button, of course, because that helps this video to get more traffic, and the more viewed this video is, the more people know about coloring. Like I said, leave a comment and tell me what you think. You all have a great day, and we will see you in the next video. Okay, bye guys! Bye my little goldies!